What's happening, everybody? Welcome back. It's time for another Pounds for Purrs workout, and today was deadlift and the press. Now today is Thursday, so that meant I skipped yesterday, and the reason why, there were a couple of reasons. One, just because it was really cold here in Chicago, and I don't like being outside, especially after I work out when the immune system's a little susceptible. So instead of getting my workout done in the morning yesterday, I took it off, did some stuff at home, and then I went to work in the evening to train my client. So I waited till today when it got a little bit warmer. It's significantly warmer, so I got my deadlifts and press done today. Now, I went up 10 pounds for the deadlift and 5 pounds for the press. So right now I'm at 435 for deadlift, and honestly today the reps were okay. I couldn't get really locked in, and something felt a little bit off. Nothing terribly big, but just something felt a little bit off. And so these aren't amazing reps. These aren't even great reps. They're fine. They're okay. But I knew in my mind the whole time something was just not quite centered. Something about it was just a little off. You probably can't tell from the video, but yeah, something was just a little bit off. And then for my last rep, I just wanted to hold the lockout. And so I did for I think a few seconds. And then something else I like to talk about and address is when I went to do accessories today, and I'm going to talk about the press when we get there. But for accessories, I really wasn't sure what I was going to choose. I was almost tempted to just go right back to a hang vertical pull, like a pull up of some sort. But then I figured, you know what, I don't get a lot of upper back work these days, so I went to a snatch high pull, and I kept it relatively conservative because I tend to lose speed when I go above like 185, and for snatch extensions that's absolutely fine. But since I want to go specifically to the high pull to get the traps, the rear deltoids, things like that, and just the upper back in general, I wanted to make sure I got the height that I was looking for. So I went from 135 and just did 10-pound jumps all the way up to 175, and I was pretty happy with it. I got full extension and I got the height that I wanted, so, and the speed as well. That's important with a snatch pull, a clean pull, even extensions for both lifts. It's important to make sure that speed is there, because the second it starts slowing down and it kind of looks like a grinded lift, it's just not something you want to do. So I kept it light on that lift specifically. Alright, here comes the press. So 5-pound jump up to 210, which is a pretty good weight for me. And for the most part, these reps were good. For most sets, there's going to be one exception to that, and it's going to be as clear as daylight. And it was just one small thing that went wrong. The bar rolled forward, and it won't be until the third double you'll see I hit a sticking point, but not because 210 is that tough. It's just because of the fact that the bar rolled ever so slightly for the second rep, and you'll see me hit just a slight sticking point, not a full standstill or anything like that, but you'll see a decrease in the momentum. And actually, here it comes. So the first rep was fine, and the second rep, the bar rolled ever so slightly forward. So the opening rep is fine. That's good, and especially with 210. Here comes the second one. Slight bar roll. Very hard to catch if you didn't see it right away, but if you play it back and then if you slow it down, you'll see the bar goes forward a little bit. Still got the rep done, but you could see it slow down significantly. And then for my other accessory, I went to a push press, and there are a few girls doing some really good work around me, and I gotta tell you, that gives me such a jolt and boost in confidence sometimes, and maybe not for the best, but for the most part it gets me to push myself a little bit more than I was anticipating. So for push press, I went heavier than ever. I started at 135, did 20-pound jumps. I went to 155, 175, 195, 215, all for sets of 5, and then I even tacked on a set at 225 for 4, and I almost got the lockout on 5, but I just couldn't finish it, and I didn't want to grind. Alright guys, thank you so much, and remember, adopt, don't chop.